You also cried.
Yeah, one thing about sleep apnea, because it's right that the sleep app machines are actually doing more harm than good
Correct.
regarding the more
See,
oxygen, right? Yeah.
Lars, I like that question because guess what? It tells me that you were paying attention when Uncle Jack was talking. Because
Mm.
guess what? I'll explain something else for the audience because I know the audience probably doesn't have these problems, but let's make it very, very simple. Sleep apnea is the brainstem telling you you need to protect the most valuable parts of the brain from what I just told Benny. Remember, Benny's people have the limbic system that's in the frontal lobe. Your brainstem is where all your autonomic functions come from. You knock that out, you go to a coma. So sleep apnea is telling you you got a lot of TBIs from this mechanism everywhere else. So you got Warburg metabolism everywhere. So
Mm.
when you use a sleep apnea machine, what does it do? It uses positive pressure to increase oxygen. Well, guess what that does? Remember all the damages here? It's pulling electrons. It's going to make more TBIs. So the answer is for sleep apnea, not to use a machine. The answer is, hey, maybe we should leave Munich and go to Canary Islands. And maybe we should go get our tan so that we can make the 1 trillionth of 1 ampere to renovate the melanin in our brains so that we can regenerate this. Because here's the good thing. If you do this, the sleep apnea will go away. So I'm telling you, sleep apnea is a protection mechanism of the brain. So that brings us to another point. Maybe now you can understand what cataracts really are. It's the same
Mm.
thing. It's a protection system that the brain is trying to do because you look into the screen too much. I'll give you another one. That's what tinnitus is. Tinnitus
Yeah.
is another protection system to warn you that the environment is bad. Most people in Germany, guarantee you don't know this, you have a melanin sheet inside your cochlea. You also have melanin in your semicircular canals. So guess what happens? The body and the brain is warning you you're going to blow out all your acoustic relays if you keep putting the Apple things in your ears, kind of like you two are doing right now. You can see I don't do it. Why? Because I understand this. So tinnitus is a protection mechanism. What is the protection mechanism in the semicircular canals? Meniere's disease. And guess what happens if Meniere's, you don't pay attention? What's the next thing you get? Acoustic neuroma. Oh, that's my world. That's what I deal with.
Mm.
So what does that tell me as the neurosurgeon? I know just how bad the environment is if you have these problems because I can use what I learned in medical school and residency because I know the somatotopic map of the brain. So I know exactly where the problem is likely coming from. So can I prove this to you guys? Yeah, most people know that I use MRIs. Once I believe that I know what the problem is, I can look directly for the damage. And guess what magically happens in my patients? I find the things the centralized doctors can't. You know why? Because I know better. I know the mechanism that I just told you in this podcast, and I figured it out 20 years ago,
Mm.
even before the papers were written. Why? Because this is important for your audience to hear. You already know the story of Einstein. Nobody knew the science before Einstein, but what did he do? He took the thermodynamic givens known in the environment, and he reverse engineered the process. That's exactly what I did. No different. Exactly the same thing. The difference is biology is a little bit more complex than just figuring out the light story that Einstein did. Biology is really complex. And then you begin to see now, in 1905, we didn't have a lot of people using the electromagnetic spectrum. Today, we do. And we use it in ways that we don't understand are counterintuitive to the way evolution built the inner mitochondrial membrane. And when you understand that, you start to go, I need to come up with a really good way to use technology so that it doesn't hurt me. Why? Because when that 30 million volt current gets out in your brain, this is like a kamikaze pilot going to different parts of your brain to cause different diseases. This is the reason why, Lars, some people can get sleep problems. Other people can get sexual problems. You know, guys get their hair fall out. What does the big pharma guys say? Hey, use this drug finasteride. It'll keep your hair in. Well, guess what that does? Then you get holes in your hypothalamus. Then some ladies get Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Other people get problems in the arcuate nucleus and the choroid of their eye, and they get obesity. Like blue light is associated with all these things. Like everybody in the audience right now, they don't need to believe me. They can look all of this up, and they're going to go, God damn it, Jack's right. Look at this. But the thing that you won't see in the same papers It's what I just told you how it happens. Why? Because if we told you that, we wouldn't be able to sell you drugs. And then people in Big Pharma, in the United States and Germany, they would not be so happy.
Yeah, it's so interesting that
Understand
the
You
study
understand?